Sweet.
But I don't know if I'm going to be able to play again.
Do you have to go far away to get home?
Do you still live in the Northeast?
It's like an hour or
Okay.
like a half an hour. So
Okay.
it depends on the traffic.
Yeah. So you live with your grandma, right? Sweet. Yeah, what are your favorite classes? Either right now or that you've taken in the past couple of years.
I used to like math, but then I hated math.
Why do you hate it?
They got hard.
What math are you in?
I have geometry.
Okay.
That's what I hate. Geometry made me hate it.
Geometry was so hard for me in high school. I remember that class.
I thought it was just going to be add 1 plus 1, subtract, and then divide, and you're good to go. And now there's so much darn stuff you have to do.
It's about shapes and proving things. Do you guys do proofs at all?
We're not there yet.
But you will? Proofs are pretty cool. They're like, they lay out a math argument basically. It's like you win an argument in math.
Yeah, I'm going to be losing.
No, you get to write your own argument.
Ah,
You just write out the steps of how you would prove something. It's cool.
is it like them game shows?
Not so much. It's not as fun as that.
It was. I'd be decent.
You love game shows?
Yeah,
Which one?
I don't know the names. I just watch random ones.
Yeah. Like what? What do they do on them?
But they just debate on stupid stuff.
Like Family Feud?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's funny.
Steve Harvey? He is funny. He has a funny looking mustache too.
He has a real goofy mustache.
I keep thinking, is it fake or is it real?
He does kind of look fake.
Yeah. But I feel like it's probably real. He's just that weird of a guy that he's got a weird mustache.
But there are people who just keep on fake stuff and you don't notice.
It's
until
true.
they-
Like mine.
Your fake mustache?
Mustache.
Yeah, that's when you fart off.
What other classes do you like?
Science.
You like science? Art, biology, or the other science? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
I read this one better, but the other one, science, Mrs. Stockton's taught it. I hate science regularly, but if someone like really like break it down for me to understand it, I like it. But no, I hate science. We don't get along.
What do you think it is about science that you don't get along with?
I don't know. So much like you know how they dissect things.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the part. And blood samples, what kind of darn genes you put together, I'll probably blow up the place if they make me mix stuff.
So it's touching things, like gross things you don't want to touch? What, have you done anything gross in the past in science class?
Yeah.
Like what?
It was that squishy thing. It was, I think it was water.
And cornstarch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was squishy and you put your finger on it, it kind of bounces, but it doesn't move.
Uh-huh.
Was it the egg thing that we did?
No, water and cornstarch,
Oh,
where you make
just-
And then the
okay,
food
yeah.
colorant in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one. It was fine. It looked like butters.
I'm down with nuclear experiments.
But you didn't like it because it was gross?
Yeah.
So now you don't like all of science because that one thing was gross?
I probably, if I do try other ones, I might like it, but in general, I just hate science. It looks so complicated.
Yeah. People have a way of presenting it in a really complicated way.
What do you like about the things that we do in our class?
It's fun. I kind of understand it. We always do group work and projects, yeah. Like in class, not home, because I started doing projects on the worst part. But it's not so easy. It's okay.
What about how we teach or how we like present the material? What helps you learn? Does that question make sense? So like how I teach things, like what about the way that I do it like helps you learn well?
What do you want?
So like you were saying, like when teachers like break something down and are able to kind of make something simple for you, like how can teachers do that for you?
Go over it step by step, like see if I understand it or not. If you like have a question on the board, and like how y'all put questions up and then we go to find out the answer and put it up at each time. Yeah, that makes me understand it because if I do put up the wrong one and then somebody else do, I'll probably get it by watching them do it. And yeah, probably that's it.
It's like doing things together and like breaking it down in like a process and going over things a lot. Okay.
I'm not much of a study person, but like if you talk about it like in class, like I'll get you. I don't need to study. That's what I like. Now I like study.
What do you consider studying? What is studying to you?
Torture.
But like, okay. See your point. What do you consider as studying? Like, what would be an example of studying?
Like after you do everything in the class or probably like a test or something, and then you want me to go in the book and go read over whatever we did in the class.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do it. As long as you go over it in the class with the group and I get you the next day, I still remember everything you said. I don't need to go back and do the same study. Because if I do go back and study, I stress myself and then I forget.
Yeah.
Darn, what did he say yesterday?
Do you think that, so one way of studying you said was you go back in the book and you look things over, right? Do you think there are other ways of studying?
To make it fun, maybe?
Or just like is studying always have to be looking over the book? I'm just wondering if you think about it in many ways or just that one way.
Yeah.
Like what?
Just that one.
Oh, just that one way. Okay. Fair. I just wanted to find out.
And probably study for a test.
Yeah, how would a person go about studying for a test?
For me, I wait probably like 3 days. If like you say the test is on Friday, I'll probably skip a couple days and then like 2-3 days and then I'll go study for it and just refreshing my memory on whatever he said in case if I did forget something.
And how would you refresh your memory? What are the steps you would take to refresh your memory?
Probably make those flashcards or whatever notes you put.
I've seen your flashcards a bunch.
Yeah, my other teacher, my cosmetology teacher, he making us make flashcards for vocabulary.
They are helpful.
Yeah, but
Not so much for you?
no. If I study hard for something and I know it for the test, once I'm done the test, I forget everything. That's why I ain't studying. It's better just to go over every time you test.
Yeah.
Keep it in mind.
That's smart. I like the a little bit every day. Over a long period of time, you'll remember something.
Have you ever tried studying with like more people? Like with like either someone else or like a group of people, like quizzing with flashcards and stuff? Yeah, it doesn't help too much.
If it's someone I don't know, it'll be awkward, but yeah, at least we are studying, I'll get something. But if it's with my friends and we're studying, like we'll be goofing off and we will even text the books.
Yeah. I experience that problem too. When I need to do work, sometimes I need to be with people I don't know that well, that I can't like get off topic with really that well.
Fact. What things or like what activities or assignments in classes do you dislike? Or like what, like when a teacher hands you something and you're just like, oh man, I can't believe we have to do this. Like, do you ever get that feeling?
Yeah, packet work
Okay.
of stuff you learn like a while back is like sometimes some of the teacher probably don't go over it to like do one out of each part so you can just remember what you did before instead of just giving you like that whole package that do it, we did it a while back, I'll forget it. Why can't you just explain a little bit? I'm stuck.
Do you think any of your teachers go out of your way to help you specifically? So maybe they'll explain something to the whole class and then they'll give the whole class an activity to do. Do teachers ever like help you specifically? They go over to you and help?
Yeah, if I'm stuck.
Or like how would they help? What are things that they do to help you?
Sometimes I just go over to them and they'll probably go over the first one with me step by step. And then they'll make me do it by myself while I'm in front of them to make sure I do get it, and then I'll go ahead and do it myself.
Okay. And what do you think you've ever had any challenges in school? Like, has school ever been particularly hard for you?
If the teacher doesn't break it down to me for me to understand it the way I like, then yeah.
Could you say an example? Do you remember it happening recently or ever?
Yeah. I have what do you call it? My other teacher for 8th period, Mr. Bolton, like the way other teachers do teach me and I understand it, I'm used to it. So the way he teach me, and he doesn't explain it fully, he kind of like expects me to know it. Once I leave his class, I feel like I'm done. I like to leave a class feeling like I did learn something.
Yeah. Do you feel like other people in that class feel that way as well?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that.
He probably needs some tips from you.
Do you think you have like good relationships with your teachers, or how important do you think like having like a good relationship or like an ability to talk like in class or outside of classes?
Yeah, I think I do. Somewhat. If they don't hate me.
Hate you?
Yeah. I did have a 2nd grade teacher who never liked me for some reason. I guess it was probably because when I first came here, I was like the new kid. And like, when you're new, you're trying to like fit in and stuff, so you kind of like goof off.
Yeah.
And then some of the teachers don't like that. So after that, her class from 2nd grade, I kind of changed to the regular me, not to be somebody else like that.
Not the goofy you.
I used to get in trouble all the time. Like, for some reason when she's teaching something and she'll, like, the first thing that comes into my mind, I was like, just yelling out to her, she hates it so much.
Oh, well, at least you knew what bothered her, so that way you did not need to do that anymore. So you're not clueless thinking, what's bothering this lady? Where did you come from? Where did you move from?
What do you mean? From my old school?
You just said when you first came here.
Oh, that was where I came from.
Oh, what part?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Or no? It's a long
Don't
time
know.
ago.
Yeah. 9.5 years ago.
Wow.
It was when I was 7, 8, 10.
So you're 16 now? Yeah.
I'm
Oh
getting
yeah, you said that. You are getting old. Up in the years.
My little cousins make me feel old. Once their birthday comes and they're another age, and then you won't see them for a couple months, and then when they come, you see them all tall.
I know.
Stop growing, I'm getting old over here.
Little kids grow so fast.
You said your shop was cosmetology, right? Do you like it?
Mhm.
What do you like about it? Or like, what do you like to do in it?
The making people feel good about themselves, the styling their hair. It's just a mask in it. That's what I don't like. There's too much money.
You're stressing about this math.
Yes.
You are.
I had a teacher from last year. I used to get her math, but now she don't go here anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm stuck with Bolton to
Oh.
get me through the math. So, like, what we are learning in his class, that's what we have to do in cosmetology, and I don't get what he teaches. So, when she's
How are they
talking about it, I don't
connected?
get it.
How are they connected?
Some of it.
Like what?
Like the crossing over math thing.
What is that?
There was something he was doing with crossing over. I guess he was timing something. And it was X, whatever, I don't know.
You use it maybe like when you're like measuring things out, or
Yeah, something.
Huh.
See, I'm clueless here.
Do you have friends in your math class?
Yeah.
Are they clueless too?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, you better get some friends who are good at math. Find the math kids. Who are they?
Yeah.
Are they there?
No.
They're not there?
No. Right now, we all hate math.
Get out of here. Well, then somebody needs to tell him to slow down.
Like, we do try to talk to him, but he says that we don't look at the problem. And it's like...
Well, do you look at
if
the
it
problem?
If it was one person who's saying they don't get it,
Yeah.
we know they probably not paying attention.
Right.
But it's the whole class that's complaining. Other classes before that, like all his kids he has, we all complain about the same thing. So it's...
And
we don't
nothing
have
has
them at the same
changed.
time.
Nothing has changed.
Nope.
Get out of town.
And we don't know some of the other kids that he has, but they all complain about the same thing.
it's lousy.
Very. All right, I think I have to scoot out.
Yeah.
But thank you for, yeah, I didn't want to cut you guys short.
No, that's
Okay.
good. Thanks so much, Annabelle.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was a huge help.
Got a lot of good.